Hi Band-Aids, welcome back to another reacts. Today we're watching I build Skyrim on a real PS1. By the way, if you like the video, please make sure to subscribe.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Oh my god. Hold on.
I used to be an adventurer like...
Just the FYI, I've never played Skyrim before. What the heck?
The time for talking is long past.
This is my homebrew demo of Skyrim.
The heck? This game looks so old. I mean, well, duh, but I mean, he made this? What?
On real PlayStation hardware, not a modern PC game with the PS1 filter. The original PlayStation came out in 1994, and Skyrim came out in 2011.
Yeah. So this is not like that old of a game. I mean, I've seen the graphics in the normal game. Back in that other video I made about like it was like woke Skyrim, but this one's like interesting. What the heck?
The hard part wasn't just making Skyrim uglier.
Yeah,
it was figuring out what could survive inside 2 megabytes of RAM,
2 megabytes of RAM, 2
megabyte of VRAM, and a 34 megahertz CPU.
That's not a what? The PS1 was that that bad? Well, not bad, but in that time it was perfect. But wow, not a lot of resources.
The one scene everyone remembers.
Okay.
The cart intro is basically what everyone remembers first about playing Skyrim. I started by importing the cart and blocking out the scene. Once the cart had basic textures, it at least started to read as the right object, but the scene still had no life. The real problem was Ralof.
How did he do this?
The first version looked less like a Nord prisoner and more like a...
You can't even see his face. Look at it. It looks like fucking... He looks like macaroni.
Budget Silent Hill enemy who had been folded into the cart.
Or Silent Hill,
Fixing
yeah.
The sitting pose helped, but the face was still the part that had to carry the scene.
Yeah, because like... I think I would imagine, right, that the iconic scene is mainly about like the face structure and being able to see what he looks like.
So I gave the face its own texture to get more detail, which worked for about 5 seconds before a UV issue made half his body disappear. Once that was fixed, he finally looked readable enough for the intro line to work.
Oh my god, it looks exactly the same.
Then I added the line and subtitles and tried to give him a simple talking animation. Instead, he decided to deliver one of the most iconic openings in gaming history while aggressively T-posing in a prison cart.
Not the T-pose.
Trying to cross the border, right?
Imagine that was the intro.
T-pose. I didn't build a full 3D world outside the cart. The distant landscape is really just a few textured planes moving at different speeds, which gives that sense of depth while leaving the real geometry budget for the wagon and the characters.
Yeah.
After fixing the animation,
I do appreciate him explaining how he did this.
Adding the scrolling background and pushing the scene colder and bluer.
Dang, yeah, it doesn't look 3D, and he made it look 3D with like all the polygons and stuff.
Intro finally looked like this.
Crazy.
Hey, you.
Wow.
You were trying to cross the border, right?
Right.
Right into that Imperial ambush. Same as
he just needs to make his mouth move.
us. And that thief over there.
I don't know about you, but creating a character is one of my favorite parts in any game. And it's no exception with the Skyrim.
Me too. I love character customization. I mean, every game I just gotta glam out. You know, I spend like an hour or two on that part before I even play the actual game. I think the more customization, the better. Players just have a better time, like, you know, choosing what they want to be, and it's cool. I still need to play this game. I have never played Skyrim. I like how many classes there are.
I feel like the Skyrim character creator, so I added all 10 playable races.
I know this game, there's apparently like racism between some of the races, which I'm like, what? Like, which class?
It was
I heard it was like the Khajiit or something, the lizard people. Wait, no, that's Argonian. I mean the cat people, right? Question mark.
Surprising how well it actually translated to PS1 graphics, and it was totally beginning to feel like I was playing some alternate reality version of Skyrim.
This is a lot of hard work.
Made in the mid-90s. The body and head tabs are mainly just there for visual flair, but every character has their own flavor text. One of the biggest challenges for this section was getting 10 races with high quality textures into the game.
Yeah, especially with that little VRAM, you don't have fucking space to do that. That's a lot of memory you gotta, you can't. It's obsolete. Like, it's impossible.
The
So much
PS1 only
VRAM
has 1
you
megabyte of
can
VRAM
make.
total. In the character creator, the Helgen backdrop alone is roughly a 320 by 240 16-bit image.
Jeez.
So that's about 150 kilobytes gone immediately.
Oh gosh.
Each character texture is 256 by 256
This guy must be a game dev, huh?
at 16-bit, which is about 128 kilobytes each. So 4
Numbers.
races loaded at once would cost another 512 kilobytes. That puts you around 662 kilobytes before you even think about anything else, which is why it felt like 4 high-quality races was the ceiling. The trick was that I stopped trying to keep every race in VRAM at once. In the code, all 10 races still exist as full 256 by 256 textures. But when you change race, I load the selected one into a single shared preview slot in VRAM and reuse that same texture page every time. So instead of paying for 10 character textures at once, I only ever pay for one.
Wow. So he just did some math. That's all I understood.
To actually test movement, enemies, terrain, and the most important Skyrim feature of all, getting launched into the sky.
Oh my god. Wait, you get launched into the sky? What? Is this one of those hard games, by the way? Is this like Dark Souls? Because I suck at that game.
Added some trees, and tried to give it a proper background.
Oh dang.
The first attempt
it's like a walking simulator.
But after fixing that, I got Bleak Falls Barrow and the snowy landscape into the distance.
I forget, the PlayStation 1, not everything can be like 3D eyes. It's just like 2 plane system.
And suddenly, the area had an actual sense of place.
I don't think I ever had a PlayStation 1.
Flat, then adjusted the player side based on the ground underneath. It sounds like a small thing, but this became one of the core systems that made every later area work.
Okay.
And once I had a snowy road, there was only one responsible thing to add. A giant.
The jump.
At first, he was just standing there menacingly, but after importing the walk animation, he started patrolling around the map. Then I added his attack animation and made it so that if he hit the player, it launched them directly into the atmosphere.
Oh my god, wait, he made it 3D. How? What the heck? Oh my god, look, you can see like the space between the world and then the backdrop. That's wild.
Perfect. The dumbest part of Skyrim had survived the PS1.
Yay, let's go.
The giant was funny, but the project still wasn't really playable. So I added a first-person mode with 2 swords. The weapons are attached directly.
Wait, yeah, wasn't when I saw the woke as Skyrim, it was like first person, not third person. Not that I remember.
To the camera. So instead of animating a full player body, the hands are basically a small first-person puppet that moves with the view. And it works surprisingly well. At least until I added the first attack animation, which looked less like a sword swing and more like I was politely tapping someone on the shoulder. So I reworked the animation, made the arms alternate attacks, and suddenly combat.
Wait, I can see that hand get cut off a little bit, but we're not judging here. We're just here to see him try to build a game in another engine.
After that, I needed an enemy that wasn't 20 feet tall, so I added a bandit. The first version had a small texture problem where apparently every texture in the game decided to fight for control of his body.
No.
Once that was fixed, I added his animations, health bar, hit detection, and basic attack logic. So now I had a proper little combat encounter, but this was still Skyrim, so obviously hitting him with just a sword wasn't enough. I needed to shout him off the map. So I added Fussroda, gave it a basic knock.
You can also make the enemy move up in the sky is crazy.
Knockback effect and tested it on the bandit.
Knockback.
And because Skyrim is also a game about checking a corpse for 3 gold and a cabbage, I
3 gold and a cabbage? What?
For after the bandit dies. At this point, I had terrain, weapons, enemies, physics, and looting. But there was one NPC line I obviously couldn't leave out. So I added a white run guard, gave him the classic first-person dialogue setup, and of course the only line that mattered.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Perfect. The PS1 could now run the most overquoted sentence in gaming history.
So that is a famous quote. I guess I've heard of it before. I didn't know it was from this game.
Test area, I wanted something with a completely different mood, because half of Skyrim is basically wandering through dark ruins and getting jump scared by undead. So I built a small dungeon scene and imported a Draugr Death Overlord. Then I added the floor and immediately ran into one of the most annoying visual bugs in the whole project.
Ew, it's like trypophobia.
For some reason, the floor kept flickering and mirroring itself in this horrible way. And no matter what I changed, I couldn't fully fix it. So I made the extremely professional decision to give up and use a textureless floor instead.
Oh, nice.
Once the dungeon was stable, I added the fight UI, gave the Draugr a few attack animations, and added his own shout attack, where this band of attack expands outward from his body.
Not the
And of
shout
course,
attack.
because this is still Skyrim, I also made him lootable after the fight. But there was still one thing I hadn't done yet. The thing you absolutely can't leave out of a Skyrim video. A dragon.
A dragon.
So I built a small tundra arena with uneven ground, a few trees, and enough space for the fight to actually breathe.
Okay.
The first version of the dragon was technically in the game, but he was facing the wrong direction, had no animations,
what the fuck? His face, bro. The direction of the freaking dragon is he's going up, he's in the ground looking up in the sky, you know, just sunbathing.
More like a dead museum exhibit than a boss fight. Then I got the animations working and the whole scene immediately changed.
Oh my god, he's so
hardest
scary.
Part was the fire breath. I didn't want it to be just a flat effect coming out of his mouth because then it would look cheap, but I also couldn't make some insane modern particle simulation on the PS1.
Yeah.
On games like Vagrant Story, you could fake 3D particle effects because of the fixed camera position and top-down view, but that wasn't really possible here.
Yeah.
So I built a simple fire attack that expands out from the mouth and then used the lighting and color around the dragon to sell the heat of the attack.
Oh, that's
Once that
scary.
was working, I added the
How
fight
do you
UI,
avoid
health
that?
bars, hit logic, and enough basic boss behavior to turn it into an actual encounter. And because you can't kill a dragon in Skyrim without the game making a huge deal out of it, I also added the dragon's soul absorb effect and text at the end. But after building a dragon fight, I wanted one final boss that felt completely different from everything else in the video.
He's added so many bosses. This is the entire game. That's crazy.
I fixed the orientation.
Like he made the entire game at this point.
And animation issues, he started to look a lot more like an actual boss.
Ew, what the fuck is that? Is Cthulhu or something? Why is his face like that? He looks like a freaking octopus head.
So I gave him a short dialogue intro, loaded him into his own boss area, and had him say the line before immediately attacking. At that point, the full vertical slice was done. The intro, character creation, first-person combat, giants, looting, guards, dungeons, dragons, and a final boss. And the last step was seeing how all of it actually looked running together on the actual console.
Oh my god, isn't that sick? He has his own... Oh my god, it's real. Hey you're finally awake. You're trying to cross the border, right? That's insane. Oh my god. His creation came to life. That's sick. Sickening. Sickening.
Time to die, hero. Die already, so I can take your stuff.
I'm so happy for him because this is such a great accomplishment. Like, imagine making like a game run on a old system and then it just comes to life. Insane.
Used to be an adventurer like
Obviously, you know, the transitions are, you know, a little harsh. You just go straight to the next part, which is fine. It's, you know, it's his first homebrewed game. That's crazy.
I took an arrow in the knee.
My god. That would scare me. Not that dragon. And you can hear him tapping on his PlayStation is crazy.
The time for talking is long past.
Dang. Wow, he's fighting Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Maroc. Maroc. Oh, he's dead.
This is probably the biggest PS1 project I've made so far. Not because any one part was impossible, but because Skyrim is remembered for so many different things.
Yes.
All of it had to be there or it would just feel like a generic fantasy game. It
And you wouldn't have...
a full game.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a full game without like all the little elements that make up Skyrim.
And he was never meant to be. But as a playable PS1 vertical slice, I'm really happy with how much of Skyrim's identity survived the downgrade. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing as it really helps the channel.
Yay! Well, that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment and subscribe, like the video too, and check out his video too. It's really cool. Never thought I'd see Skyrim on the PlayStation. Really, really nice. All right. Have a nice day, Band-Aid.